You ever walk into the bathroom at the airport at 5 in the morning? It's like a tornado of 18 different shits going on.
I mean, I go there to piss.
Your nose can't even handle it in the men's bathroom.
I'm with you. I mean, I'm with you.
You go in there, it's fucking horrible.
But when you gotta go, yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I've shit in some fucking crazy places this past year. Places I never thought I would even. I don't know how I did it, but when you gotta go that fucking bad.
I was one of those kids that used to hold on to stuff, and then I got sick, and then I made it a habit just to shit when I had to shit. And it started the night that Freddie Prinze killed himself. 19, whatever, I was walking home, it was fucking freezing, and we used to cut through the cemetery, and we'd see devil worshippers through there doing shit, and they chase us and shit. And one night I had a shit, and I went in there, and I'll never forget taking that shit and looking back, and the guy had been buried like in 1891. I'm like, nobody visits this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who visits this guy? He ain't got nobody left. This part of New Jersey, like North Bergen, where I would cut through the projects, was old. It was old. And I remember that was the first time I took a shit outside, and I pissed in my pants. I didn't take my pants all the way off.
Oh, shit.
I shit, and I kept peeing, and when I put my pants on, they were frozen. It was so cold outside that my pants got like icicles on them, and I had to walk home like the Tin Man. Fucking.
Was there like ice hanging from your dick?
It was ice on my pants, like it froze that fast. By the time I pulled my pants off, I heard like little.
The pee's hot too.
Oh yeah. There was steam coming out and stuff. But it was that cold out. It was mid-January in Jersey.
I knew there was a reason why I remembered Dave Matthews' tour bus. Do you remember in 2004, his bus driver was on a bridge and dumped 800 pounds of poop off the bridge, but a river cruise was going by at the same time and poured it on the boat.
Well, I'm saying, but yeah, that's exactly right. He was the guy who tried to do it. He can't do it. I mean,
you can't dump it in the fucking ocean. But there's people who will fucking stick a hose in the RV or the tour bus, and they suck all the shit out of it. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I got to find this guy. I'll get this
they're everywhere. All those places where you stop on the road with trucks, there's always a creepy looking guy back there. Listen to this guy out of jail.
I think it is? I think maybe it's my... I think maybe
it's a personal thing. Listen,
but I think it's $1,000 fine.
If you invite me to your home, I will not take a shit at your house.
Really?
I have a rule. I won't take a shit at your house, and you don't take a shit at my house.
I'm not playing on it.
I have a rule. There's only one person who broke, and I had to pull him aside one time and have a little talk, and that was Ari. He came to my house, and he stunk up the fucking bathroom.
Oh, I fucking hate that shit.
10 dead Jews. You can't do that to me. You understand me? It smelled like fucking Jewville.
What did you say to him?
I had to pull him aside and go, listen, there's an unspoken rule. Don't shit in my house. And I won't come to them. Don't make me go to your house and take one of those mule shits. Because I won't shit for 3 days and knock on your door, and I'll fucking destroy that bathroom like an animal. So there's a rule amongst Joey Diaz. I got to go to your house. Once you start smelling the first 2 farts, if it's me and if it's a pre-shit, I'm out of your house.
How about this? But anyone listening, that's my new rule. I'm taking that rule.
I don't even shit in hotels. Like during the weekend,
what?
I shit lightly. Like only little, like 6-inch pieces come out. So they're like little nuclear waste. But when I get home on Sunday, when that Uber driver drops me at home, I take the key out of the suitcase, I go in the house, and I drag the suitcase all the way to the bedroom. I take my computer, my notebook out, and whatever weed I brought home from the weekend, I put it in the office, and right away, before I do anything, I go in that bathroom, that back bathroom, and out will come a piece of 40 to 48 inches of the whole weekend shit. Because my asshole is a fucking decent person. He doesn't even like shit in other people's back.
But how do you not do it all weekend at the hotel?
My stomach knows I'm in foreign
territory. Crazy. Yeah, you and I've been doing, and this is not good for me. It's before like an 8-hour drive, and I know I can't shit on the bus. I'll sit down the toilet and try to push something out, which I think that's bad for your fucking asshole.
Well, that's how Elvis died. What you need to do is smoke a pipe while you're doing it. So when you cough, you push at the same time. That's a trick, Uncle Joe. You don't even get that from WebMD.
I'll fucking do that.
I do it in the morning. I'll drink coffee, and I'll feel like a little something, but it's not ready yet. But I got
What's the pipe? What's the pipe do?
The pipe makes you cough. The weed. So when you do a bong hit, you cough, right? So when you cough, look, your asshole opens up. Cough right now. Cough.
Yeah.
So by the time you go. It just bloop.
So if Elvis had coughed, he'd be alive. Right?
I don't know if Elvis would have coughed. I'm just telling you. This is how
cheeseburgers with peanut butter and.
This is how Joey Diaz does it. You got to fucking
listen, man. I'll try it.
I don't like pushing either. I believe that's how you get a heart attack. That's how Gigi died on The Sopranos.
Yeah.
And that's how Elvis died.
Someone told me that people find people dead on the, like cops. That's the most common place to find people dead when they, like people, like neighbors will complain this apartment stinks. They'll bust in, find the guy sitting on the toilet.
I hope I don't die in the toilet.
Yeah.
I hope I don't die taking like a mule shit. And they gotta take me off, and I got a dirty ass. And the interns got.
Well, don't you shit when you die? Don't you shit?
You have one last fart left in you. I'll never forget when my mom died. I picked up her arm and she had one last fart left in her, and it came out of her ass and it smelled like a skunk died in her fucking stomach. I swear to God, I'm not even trying to be cute. Yeah, when my mom died before the ambulance got there, I was trying to revive her.
What was it?
She was a heart attack, but you always have that last gas in you. That's why they do stuff during not the autopsy, but the when they prep you for the funeral.
Yeah,
they do something so that last fart won't come out of you because it's horrible.
Well, they do. It just sticks.
I don't know.
There?
They do something. I don't know. You know, I hung out with a guy that did that as a living, and in all my years with him,
like the mortuary
business, me and him got down. We talked about everything, but it was like it's unethical to talk about what you do during not the autopsy, but the other procedure. What do they do to embalming?
Yeah, well, a buddy of mine did that once.
They break your spine so you don't pop up.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, because you have those muscles still left in your body. Like in Cuba, when you died, they didn't have no embalming fluid. They just put you in the living room in a fucking homemade casket, and they buried you, and you started stinking. So my mother would tell me, you'd go to these fucking places, and all of a sudden the cadaver would just pop up, and you got to break his back to get him down. Like sometimes an arm comes up.
Why does it come up?
Because it's the
like rigor mortis or whatever that's called.
Rigor mortis sets in. It's the last tensions of your muscle. So your arm will, like they always say, don't hit your mother. If you hit your mother, your hand will pop up in the fucking casket. And they have to break it to bury you. Like I heard my buddy told me one time that when he was a kid, an arm did pop up, and they pretty much had to fucking break it.
Huh. A buddy of mine was doing that. Has that job. He was telling me years ago he was doing it to some dude, and the dude, and you see the dude naked obviously when you're doing it. He said the dude had "fuck me" tattooed on the head of his dick.
Oh my God,
that's always great.
That's not something you want to see.
To find the guy would fuck you on his dick.
Yeah, but then that tattoo's got to hurt, right?
That's got to be one of the worst jobs in the world, is finding death.
Yeah,
that's a horrible place to put your mind after a while. You know,
it's got to get to you.
Like if you had to pick up bodies all day, like I used to pick up bodies with him. Sometimes, like, he was my buddy, like that. Like, he would go,
just to help him out, you mean?
Like, he would go, what are you doing? Nothing, let's take a ride.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.